Well, it sure seems like there's a lot of damage control that's going on with the White House. um, Anybody know what happened to Dan Bongino? Haven't heard, seen nothing from him for quite a while. I know he was pretty disgusted with Pam Bondi and kind of screwed his life over. There's a lot of reports that are coming out that Donald Trump is throughout the Epstein tapes, files, whatever. And there's no doubt that after meeting with Netanyahu and the head of the Mossad, that Trump capitulated. Just look at what he was going to be doing and what he ended up not doing. And look what he was not going to do and look what he ended up doing. But, what's the worst that could happen? Think about it. He really needs to have arrested certain peoples to bring his voter base back intact. Okay. He's got to do it. He's got to do it. And I think that's exactly what's happening. Because if his credibility is destroyed, his popularity is destroyed, come the midterm elections, if he loses the House, if he loses the Senate, they'll probably impeach him. Yeah, they would impeach him. Okay. And it could be just rely totally upon public opinion. If they found out that he was having improper relationships with young girls. So, I think that's why all of a sudden it's all coming out about Obama. And that's going to be really interesting because all his cohorts are involved in that. The worst being Hillary Clinton, but, you got Brennan and whatever the faces are. I can't remember them all. Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? See, who controls America? There's a fight that's been going on for the soul of America since the late 1800s. And that is actually between the people of America, okay, and the real culprits, the bankers, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, primarily the Rothschilds, because they control our monetary system since what, 1913, when they passed the 16th Amendment, and they've been controlling the purse strings ever since. And when you control the purse strings, you control the people, you control the politicians, you control everything. And these Rothschilds and their cohorts they're all Ashkenazi Jews, which they're not Jews by blood, okay? And they've been controlling this country ever since. And they're the ones that issued the ultimatum to Trump. You do what we tell you to do, or we're going to embarrass the hell out of you, okay? And then you'll probably lose the midterm elections, and then you'll probably be impeached. It's really important to understand who's been controlling this country, who's been controlling much of the world, okay, for a long, long time. There's some people, some nations they haven't been able to control, like Russia, China. They haven't been able to control them. But they certainly got control of this nation, the most powerful nation in the world. And they use that for their base of operations more than any other place in the world. So, what's worse that could happen? Well, Trump could get impeached, and then you got J.D. Vance, I got a lot of respect for J.D. Vance. If he could keep that cabinet together, it wouldn't matter if Trump was gone. So, they don't want to expose. The Mossad does not want to expose Trump. They really don't. It's a lose-lose situation for them. But they played their cards, and they called Trump's bluff. And I'm going to tell you what, I don't think anything's actually going to come out, because there's agreements have been made. There has been agreements made, and nothing's going to come out against Trump. At least not in the authorized channels. Now, through back channels, yeah, deep exposés, back channels, credible witnesses, they'd come out and tell their story. But it's not official. Didn't come from the official White House publication, or didn't come out from the official news report. So people are going to poo-hoo it. They're just going to ignore it. Yeah, I guess it's too bad. But you know what? I think it's going to spur Trump on to do some actually really good things, like arrest a whole bunch of people. I think that's going to be his repentance, is do as much good as he can, so he could hold that up to the world and say, okay, yeah, I made some mistakes in the past, but look what I've done since. Look what I've done for America since. Okay, that's all.